come to my territory. Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, pride say you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Welcome everyone, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's Smackdown time. They're live from Daytona, Ohio. Daytona. Ugh. It's been a long day, can y'all tell? Tonight we're going to have Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso taking on Solo Sikoa. And they're saying it's ahead of the biggest match in Jay's career. I'm watching this, but I can also see LA Knight coming out first, and here he comes to a massive pop. I mean, this dude is so over right now, it ain't even funny. I mean, y'all can just hear it. Like, it. L.A. You can't even hear the night part. It's so freaking loud. But anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? If you want, sound off in the comments below. You know, if you're here or want to talk about stuff or whatever. I meant to get a poll question for today, same as you know, the previous days, but one for SmackDown. But I just didn't get time. From spending time.
Yeah.
I was telling them, I'm like, it's so loud you can't even hear the Knight in his entrance anymore.
Nah, it's pretty bad. You can't even hear the commentators. But I'm going to be watching this in the living room for a little bit. I got to take care of some shit, but I will be back. Everybody, say your questions in the chat. Savage will return. I will be here live to give you my thoughts on LA Knight and his Attitude Era-like entrances. I'll be back. Hold it down, Travis.
Well, let me talk to you. Huge ovation for that. This dude is so over it. SummerSlam weekend, biggest party of the summer. He looks ahead. He sees a 25-man battle royal. And yeah, like Savage said, sound off in the comments. You're welcome to talk about anything you want, within reason. But it's going to be LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Riddle, AJ Styles, The Miz, Karrion Kross, Sheamus, Grayson Waller, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Boo and The Miz. He says if they say you're talking about somebody other than LA Knight, somebody told you the wrong damn story. The business that happens tonight.
Cross-eyed halfwit. I'm still around because I don't want to miss the promo from LA Knight. I do got to do some shit, but LA Knight's killing it right now so far.
Running down Sheamus's accolades, which are a lot. And LA Knight.
All right, he might have just killed someone with that microphone that he threw. I will be right back. I want to see this match. I'm very interested in this match.
I am too. Good, should be a good match.
It's probably going to be a banger. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. With how they do stuff, I wouldn't be surprised to see Sheamus pick up the win here. I don't want him to. I want LA Knight to win, but... Yes. I got to figure out some way to do my name in a catchy way so that I can be like, yeah, yeah. Says it's going to be my show. I'm taking over. Savage, no longer a host. That's now my show. No, I'm kidding. It's not my show. LA Knight getting a large applause, and Sheamus seems to be like really okay with it. He seems to be like, knee to the gut to start off, headlock takeover, side headlock takeover, but LA Knight reverses it into a head scissors. Goes for another headlock, shoulder tackle from Sheamus, and it drops Knight. Sheamus is taunting Knight. I don't know if that's a good idea to do. He's hitting Sheamus into the ropes. Another shoulder tackle, and it just drops LA Knight. Now he goes for something, but he ducks under. Back shoulder tackle from Knight. I guess I don't know what to call that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Now he's laying into Sheamus in the corner with punches and kicks and punches and kicks. Sheamus with a kick to the trapezius, it looked like. Whoa, cross body sends both men over the top rope, and they both look like they landed pretty hard. Santos Escobar coming out here. And now here comes The Miz, Grayson Waller. Is this going to become a lumberjack match? There's Karrion Kross and Scarlett. I would love to see Karrion Kross win this and actually, get to be something other than just a joke. And it pisses me off that Karrion is a joke. I feel like of all the people that came back, he got the least amount of what he was owed. He should be much higher on this. Back body drop from Knight to Sheamus. Now he's on the apron, and Knight goes for something, but no. Oh, white noise onto the apron. Even Grayson Waller cringed a little bit on that. He was like, ugh. And now it's a commercial break. So, in the meantime, I am playing my Mortal Kombat 11 while I get ready for Mortal Kombat 1 to come out. So, big Mortal Kombat fan. There was a time when there was a great video game, mobile game. I think they got rid of it, though. But it was a 3-on-3 fighting mobile game. And it was called WWE Immortals. And it was done by NetherRealm Studios, the guys who do Mortal Kombat. And, sorry, hold on. My screen froze up. It was done by the guys who did Mortal Kombat, but it was WWE Superstars. Absolute funnest game I've ever played. Should have been put on consoles, and honestly, it was a really fun game. And I think that had mobile games been kind of more respected like they are now, this was back in a time when people didn't really know what to make of mobile games. They were like, yeah, okay, you got games on your phone, but it's not like any of them are going to be anything particularly great. But it was great. I mean, you had crazy stuff. There was like Bray Wyatt dressed up as a mad voodoo doctor. There was John Cena as a superhero. Stone Cold Steve Austin with literal rattlesnakes for his hands. I mean, it was a crazy game, and I miss it so much. I would kill for them to make another one. So, but I mean, I like a lot of the weird WWE games. I like WWE All Stars too, and that was, some people are like, well, that was such a weird game, and then other people are like, well, it was a good one, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think it was a great game, but you know, I recognize that it was a lot more cartoony than what some people like. The match has already started. Nora. I think that's right. Nora. I might be saying that wrong, but the match has already started. LA Knight versus, it's going to be LA Knight versus, hold on a second, sorry. Got to figure out how to do that. Sorry. My stupid Discord thing's going off. It's LA Knight versus Sheamus right now. We left to commercial break after Sheamus dropped LA Knight with a white noise onto the ring apron, and yeesh, looked painful as all get out. Finish him. Let's just be honest here. I think that might be the most iconic phrase in gaming. Finish him. Like everyone knows that one. Back, we've got Sheamus with a, jeez, I was going to say that's a chin lock, but he's like grabbed Sheamus and he's got him like stretched out like that. That cannot be a legal hold. LA Knight with elbows to the gut on Sheamus. The crowd, anytime Knight does anything, goes, yeah. And now, ooh, a reverse DDT from LA Knight to Sheamus. I mean, Knight is without a doubt. I mean, this dude is amazingly good. I've been a fan of his ever since he was Eli Drake, and he's still a huge fan of him. Sheamus, when they're doing that whole spot now where they punch back and forth, and every time Knight does it, they're like, yeah. And every time Sheamus does it, he gets booed. And Knight is supposed to be the heel here, not Sheamus. So I think WWE is starting, I think they're slowly starting to realize just how over Knight is, and that it's like, you're never going to make the fans not love him. Oh, he's got him up now. What's he going for? Up on his shoulders. That was nice. Whatever that was. That was like a airplane spin driver. I liked that. Karrion Kross is laughing at this. He seems to be really enjoying this match. And I mean, who could blame him? This has been a really good match thus far. But I mean, what do we expect? Knight is an absolute professional in every sense of the word. Fans willing Knight on, he says. Okay, going for BFT. Sheamus rolls him up. 1, 2. He goes running in. Irish curse backbreaker to LA Knight. Oh no, Sheamus has LA Knight trapped. He is going up to that top rope. Looks like he's going for a second rope. White noise. And he is. And Sheamus hits it. 1, 2. Oh, Knight kicks out. Miz looked shocked by the fact that he kicked out. He's got him up. What's he going for now? Oh, LA Knight slips out the back, goes for a roll up, but doesn't work. Sheamus now with a clover leaf. Long way from the ropes, but Sheamus is crawling towards it. And he gets to the ropes. He looks like he's trying to go for it again, Sheamus, but LA Knight kicking him off. Boots to the shoulders of Sheamus. Hey, Savage.
Yeah.
Had a good match, man. Good match.
It's looking like it.
It was. It's been a good match so far. And I'm not just with him as good. Oh! What in the world was that? That spot did not look planned at all.
That didn't look good for Sheamus.
No, that didn't look good for either of them, but particularly not for Sheamus.
I mean, LA Knight's holding up strong. We got AJ Styles out here. We got Santos Theory just attacked Santos. It's craziness right now. I guess Mia Yim, AJ Styles, that's still a thing. That's still happening.
Yeah. I wonder where
Ethan's going at it with Miz right now. Ridge going at it. Is that Madcap Moss? Who is that?
That's Karrion Kross.
Oh my God, his hair grew, huh? Looks different.
Yeah.
He doesn't look as big either.
Well, I mean, you
AJ.
spend as much time as the let's see you spend as much time in the mid card and not have something to be angry
AJ
about.
with a beautiful, phenomenal arm off the staircase. Miz comes in with a big boot to Rich Holland, and Sheamus is watching all this. And now he grabs the Miz to set him up for those clobbering shots that we all, I guess, love so much. And here they come.
The beats
Okay,
of the Byron.
Yeah, go ahead. Hit the Miz. Hit the Miz like he owes you money. I like it. Hit him. Show him, Miz Sheamus. And then LA Knight comes in with a roll-up. Sheamus kicks out. Bro kick ends up hitting the Miz. LA Knight now with a kick.
BFT?
Blunt force trauma, and it's a wrap. LA Knight is your winner. 1, 2, 3.
As it should be.
Good job by LA Knight. I guess they're hyping this up. Do we see him winning the battle? Oh, look at that.
Do I see him winning the Battle Royale? Possibly.
Grayson Waller making his way to the ring right now. LA Knight able to get out of there.
I mean, you got to figure they're going to have to pull the trigger on this eventually, right? They've got to know how over he is.
Well, over is over, but if they have plans set in stone, it won't really matter.
But they don't have... Very rarely do they have plans set in stone.
Yeah, no, that's not true. You have a superstar like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, who've been holding down your company for 1,000 years, and honestly,
but
nobody has a better story for a WrestleMania main event than Seth and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to remember, this is they do crazy stuff. I was watching a interview with Undertaker today, and he was talking about how he shows up to the arena to have his match with Brock. As far as he knows, he's still going over. And Undertaker goes to go out to the ring, and Vince goes, by the way, Brock's going to meet you and in the street. And he's like, what? And I'm like, that's Undertaker. If if Vince did
Travis,
that kind
have you even gone through any of these slides tonight?
I showed that one, that first one, because
that's coming up.
That's the only two things they've talked about thus far.
On SmackDown coming up next, you have another preview of Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, which they've been building this up for a while, and I just completed the Cody Rhodes documentary on Peacock, and it was fantastic. I'm more excited about that match than I ever thought I would be.
It was really good. It was a good documentary.
It's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
Logan Paul Ricochet is going to be a hell of a match.
I will
Seth
say,
Rollins, Finn Balor, hell of a match.
I will say this, though, because I keep hearing people say this. I do. I keep hearing people say, oh, well, Wyatt shows back up at SummerSlam cost Brock. As far as I know, Wyatt is still not medically cleared, so I don't think that happens.
All I know is there's no way Roman Reigns is losing that title at SummerSlam.
Oh, God, no. No. You got a higher chance of tantalizing Tony being
Take that show over.
You got a higher chance of tantalizing Tony being able to not be a whiny bitch after a chair shot than you do. No. Tony knows I'm playing.
No, Tony got what he deserved. End of story.
Yep.
Tony got what Tony deserved, okay? And also, if you haven't seen it, real quick. He could come to my territory. It's that simple. He thought he could come to my territory and talk trash.
Getting a commercial and trailer for Heels, which if you haven't watched Heels Season 1, I highly recommend y'all watch it.
Season 1, yeah. Complete Season 1. Season 1 was great. Season 2 just came out. I'm going to wait a couple of weeks before I start watching all of them, but
yeah,
it's good stuff.
It was a really, really good show. And you could tell that, Stephen Amell really had a passion for it.
Absolutely.
And, hey, you know what? You want to hear something, Savage? Because you're always getting on to me about, oh, you hate him, and he's a terrible person, and all that stuff. And I do. But you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing CM Punk in Season 2 of Heels. I liked him in Season 1 of Heels.
He was fantastic.
He was. He's a good actor. I'll give him that. He's like a Logan Paul. Good at what he does. I just don't like the bastard.
Copy that.
But anyways, so who are your picks? Savage, who do you see SummerSlam ? Okay, let me start by asking this way. Do you see any major title changes at this pay-per-view?
Hold on. I got to lower this to actually hear your question. I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that question for me, please?
I was saying, so just predicting some stuff for SummerSlam. Do you see any title changes taking place at SummerSlam?
Maybe Finn Balor and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I could see that. There's no way Roman's losing. No, they're not going to have Roman lose.
Gunther wins. Gunther wins. Obviously, Gunther wins.
Yep.
Obviously,
Gunther and Reigns both need to hold their titles all the way until WrestleMania.
John Cena is the #1 movie in the world on Netflix, and I need to watch it. Here we go.
What movie is it?
Something with Jackie Chan. I don't know. They're going to show the commercial for another 5 weeks, so it's okay.
I need to watch it still.
AJ Styles and the boys are having beef with Sheamus and the boys. I think we're getting a 3-on-3 out of this. Or are we getting a 1-on-1? I don't know. Sheamus and AJ Styles now about to share some words or just some looks, actually. No words. Just stare down between AJ Styles and Sheamus, two of the biggest stars in the World Wrestling Federation. How much better does that sound than the WWE? They're stars of the WWE. They're stars of the World Wrestling Federation.
You know what's always annoyed the hell out of me about it, too? World Wildlife Foundation says, well, we own
We
the rights
might need to go hunt down the pandas, Travis, and just take care of this shit once
Well,
and for all.
if
I
I can
want
finish-
the F back in WW.
If I may finish my story. So they said this. They said, we own the rights to WWF, but despite the fact that they trademarked it 2 years after WWF did. If you go back and you look at public records, WWF actually trademarked it before.
Travis, shut the hell up, because right now they're showing a great trailer for the Brock Lesnar and the Cody Rhodes. I know they already showed it on Monday Night Raw, but I don't care. I'm enjoying this. This is two of the biggest stars of our lifetime. They're going at it at SummerSlam. I mean, literally, like Brock Lesnar's like the walking embodiment of The Undertaker and every other wrestler that he's ever beat down on. It's like he beat them up and took their soul, and he's walking around representing that flame, that era. He's walking around representing the Stone Colds, the Rocks, the Triple H's, everybody, the Cenas, everybody. My man was part of every important era except the golden era of the 80s. He came in at the exact time when they needed him more than ever. If anything, Brock Lesnar might have saved professional wrestling at some point. He came in, he was the next big thing, and he's still here. To see Cody Rhodes go through the trip that he went through, from dashing to Stardust to independent Cody Rhodes to AEW groundbreaking.
You think so?
American Nightmare.
You think? I was more thinking about Gianna. You think Damian cashes in this early? I think they're going to build it up more.
It's a possibility. Nothing's impossible with WWE. You know that sometimes they do shit just to piss people off. So yeah, maybe Damian does cash in, but it won't be because Gianna said so. Because Gianna's usually wrong about 99% of anything he ever predicts in his life. Wants to call me the star of garbage. No problem. Be the star of garbage. Be the star of garbage until I'm the star of the castle. And that day is coming, my friend. I'm going to build that castle brick by brick.
It'll be the house that Savage built.
It's going to change. And if it's not WWE, it'll be something else. It'll be something special, regardless.
Oh, yeah.
But this match is going to be special is what I'm telling you, Cody. Cody, Brock, it's going to be a special match. I'm looking forward to it. Like, really excited about this match tomorrow. I'm more excited about this match now than the first two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to a certain degree, rubber matches are always more interesting, though, aren't they?
Well, I want to see what's going to happen with the storytelling, because I can't wait till we get to the layers of this. And there are layers to this. This is like an onion that's being slowly peeled, and this is just the skin. And we're going to get deeper and deeper into why all this is happening. Who made this happen? The corporation, the whatever you're going to call them now. The people. The WWE's elite.
Don't we know?
This is Triple H. This is Triple H.
I think it's Vince.
It could be Vince and Triple H and Shane and Stephanie and Linda. Maybe they all come out. Say, you think we're going to let you come in here with your stupid name and take over? Your father was a loser, and so are you, Cody. Crazy storyline. It says this saga ends. I don't believe that, but we'll see. Maybe they're telling the truth.
Who knows?
This is a great match. I wouldn't even be surprised if this main events it. You know, you would never be surprised if this was the main event.
No, I think Reigns will be the main event, but I think this will be the co-main event.
Logistically speaking, Roman Reigns is always the main event, and that's going to be another great story. But we all know what's going to happen. Roman Reigns is going to win. I don't know how. I'm sure they're going to make Jay look really good. I would be shocked if Jay comes out with the titles at SummerSlam. I think the whole group would be shocked. I don't think there's people rooting for him, but I don't think anybody genuinely expects him to win, unless they're, of course, just not part of this universe, and their mind is, have been lost to the brainwashing.
Yeah, no, there's no way Jay wins this. There's no way they take the title off of Reigns at anything other than Mania.
Superstar Billy Graham, yes, genuinely one of the GOATs of the WWE, but unfortunately not part of my era, so I can't give him that same acclaim. I'll say he's one of the greatest of all time. I'll say that, and that's only because of what I've been told, not because of what I've seen.
I mean,
I've seen matches now over the years, but it's not the same as when you're watching it for the first time live.
No, he is one of the greatest of all time, but, you know, I mean, again, like I've said before, what is the metric? How do we judge greatest? Many title reigns they've had, how many good feuds, how many, you know, without a clear metric, you can't really say anyone's the greatest of all time. I mean, hell, if you're going untapped potential and like they're doing great things with him, and I hope they continue to. No, never mind. I was about to say you could say Dominic Mysterio is the greatest of all time. No, I can't lie.
Listen, Double D, Dirty Dom is going to take this business by storm over the next 10 years.
Yeah. He's really improved a lot.
He gets it. And he's just going to get better. He's going to get bigger. He's going to get stronger. He's going to get everything.
So I didn't get
more confident.
I didn't get time to come up with the poll today, and I'm sorry for that. But so I'll just ask you as a question. Both the chat can comment and you can, Savage. In your opinion, who was the greatest world heavyweight champion in SmackDown history, specifically SmackDown?
For me,
who?
Probably Triple H.
Triple H, that's a good choice. I'm going to be honest with you. As weird as it's going to sound, Triple H is up there for me, and the other one is I really enjoyed JBL as champion. I thought he did a really good job.
JBL, solid choice. No problem with JBL. A lot of guys did a good job, man. There's been a ton of world champions. Undertaker even did a hell of a job. Plenty of times.
Honestly, the funny thing is I would always say that when you look at the quality of the SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship superstars.
Randy Orton?
Huh?
Randy Orton? He killed it?
Yeah.
Randy Orton is one of the most underrated.
Yeah.
People need to start putting him in the top 3 list.
Richard agreeing with me. He thinks that JBL was the best SmackDown World Champion.
JBL was a great champion.
He was.
That's why he's a legend. That's why he's a Hall of Famer, and that's why people are always going to remember him.
Is he actually in the Hall of Fame now?
Yeah. JBL? Yeah.
I couldn't remember if he was or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got in with Farouk for the accolades.
Yes, he was. You're right. He was inducted in 2020, so not that long ago, but he was.
No, yeah.
Yeah, the man is an absolute legend. Look, I know some stories started coming out about he bullied people backstage, and all. I'm not condoning that, but
I don't care about any of that.
If you look at
that's all stories. Nobody knows what really happened.
And the thing is, who cares? If you look at the quality of
you gotta try to protect yourself backstage, man, because people will take advantage of you. You gotta play politics backstage.
Well,
to make money.
Here's the bigger thing.
Look at this commercial right now with Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. Saturday night's main event, bro. That's why, to me, Hulk Hogan was the greatest of all time because, dude, when he was doing his thing, there was more people watching than there is now. Bro, Saturday night main event, we get 40 million people watching that shit. And we're over here talking about Raw and SmackDown getting 2-3 million. Kiss my fucking ass. Hulk Hogan is the greatest of all time. My man put the whole company on his back, and if it wasn't for him, they would have never, ever broke the stratosphere. And if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, NWO does nothing. It doesn't matter who else you put in NWO of National Hall. If it's not Hogan, it doesn't do what it did. End of story. Hogan.
But hey, let's give credit where credit is due, though. As much as Hogan may be one of the all-time greats, so is Iron Sheik for putting him over in the first place.
Absolutely. I could sit here and name you 100 guys who are all in that argument.
Andre, too. Andre also was great.
Like I said, when I do my Mount Rushmore, pretty much Andre and Vince and all them, they are the mountain, man. I just put them together because Vince and Andre, man, they're the ones that changed the game. And then Hogan just took the game and ran with it to a whole nother stratosphere. But that's because of Vince. At the end of the day, this is all Vince. Without Vince's vision of what WrestleMania, wrestling, and syndication, and broadcasting, and production quality, and the cameras, and the scripts, and the producers, and him doing all the little things to turn the product into what it has become over the years. Or actually, in fairness, what it became decades ago.
Since Richard asked it, I'll let you go first, Savage, and then I'll say, in your opinion, who is the best Raw champion of all time?
I mean, what do you mean, like World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion?
World Champion who was mainly on Raw. Any World Championship.
That's a silly question because usually back in the day, all the champions were on Raw and SmackDown, so it wouldn't really matter. They didn't have like that brand split back in the day. But in the history of them doing all that bullshit, we're special champions. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying Seth Rollins right now. I'll say right now, he's the best Raw champion of all time.
I think because I remember most of his career being on Raw, I think I'm going to say probably
Stone Cold. No, I take that back. Stone Cold Steve Austin was the greatest champion in the history of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Nobody had more entertaining segments, and
I'm always impressed by Ridge Holland's strength and how he just makes those things look so easy to lift the guy up and
that drop kick to the face that Pete Dunne just delivered right there looked absolutely brutal. And we're getting another banger match here on SmackDown. I mean, Travis, I haven't heard you call any of the action. I'm not calling the action, but right now we see Pete Dunne trying to manipulate the joints.
Well, we can't both do it.
No, we can't both do it, but Anderson over here in trouble, Travis. He might get a finger broken.
I'm not really a big fan of the whole joint manipulation thing, but I will say that with Dunne, at least his looks really good. Like, it looks like it genuinely hurts.
100%. No, he's one of the better workers in the business. And his skill is the attention to detail that he puts into his approach to moves, applying moves. Like, even right now, the way he has this arm wrench, twisting on his ear, twisting on his nose, twisting on his chin. I mean, then he leads it into a stomp to the ribs, never lets go of the hand, grabs the other hand, continues to stomp viciously. Nice, aggressive stomps right into an armbar submission. Beautiful.
I mean, I get that it's his style, but I got a question, and we all know that they're incompetent, but why do the referees never stop that?
Oh, because they're not trying to get involved in everything. They like the pin and they like the count, and that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of them I think, have been told to like not touch the talent too much.
1, 2, kick out by. That wasn't a kick out. Holland broke it up.
Looks like we're going to commercial. Gran Turismo now. I'm actually excited to see this movie because I grew up with the original Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo 2, and then I think Gran Turismo 3 was my limit. I think I stopped playing the
I think the first one I played was 4 because at the time Gran Turismo was really big. Like, I didn't know about it. I was still, playing on my Sega going like, oh man, Sonic's good enough for me. But yeah, no, man, the movie has been getting really good reviews. I'm a fan of the fact that it's based on a true story, and it's got David Harbour in it. I'll watch anything with David Harbour.
Yeah, no, I love him, man. I love Harper from Stranger Things, one of the best characters on TV. Yep. So I'm really excited to see that movie. It just looks good, man. And the best part about it is it's based on a true story of gamers that are like insane at Gran Turismo that and
becoming real drivers.
They have the records. Sony has everything online. So they record all the laps. They record all the times. They know that player's using like a rig setup with a wheel and all that. They're like, damn, this guy's like maybe the best driver in the world.
The whole reason I was going to say a minute ago, talking about David Harbour, the whole reason I'm even getting the Alone in the Dark video game is, actually, I'm a big fan of the original Alone in the Dark and all that. But David Harbour is going to be playing the main character. And I was like, as soon as they said that, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a day one buy for me.
Yeah.
But I also like horror games, so, But me and my mom were just having this conversation last night. There's a major difference between a horror film like a Jason, a Freddy, those kind of stuff, a psychological horror like a What Lies Beneath, for example, or the ones that I can't stand. They classify them as horror films, but as far as I'm concerned, movies like Saw, Hostel, those are not horror films. Those are just gore fest.
Yeah.
Like, I have two friends who were like, "Oh man, the new Saw movie." I'm like, "You couldn't pay me enough to go see the Saw movies." The first two were good, and then after that, it was just like, no. Did you hear the guest characters for Mortal Kombat got announced?
Mortal Kombat got announced. What, the guest list? What'd you say?
Yeah, right. The guest characters.
Oh, okay. Who are they?
It's going to be Omni-Man, Homelander, and John Cena's Peacemaker.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. So John Cena in a Mortal Kombat game. Violent John Cena. Fatality. Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, if he doesn't at least have the AA in his moveset, I'm like, I don't know that Peacemaker does that, but yes, it would be a nice little nod.
I'm sure they're gonna throw that in there.
I was telling the chat here that, and I don't know if you'll remember this or not, but there was a mobile game called WWE Immortals, and it was literally the WWE wrestlers, but with NetherRealm combat. And I'm like, man, had you put that on a system, that thing would have sold like hotcakes.
Probably. Back in action right now, SmackDown back from commercial.
Who do you have
Anderson
winning this match, Savage? I'm going with the Good Brothers.
I'm going with the Good Brothers too because I haven't seen them do anything. They need to get some momentum. I don't know. I would give it to Pete Dunne, but I think the Good Brothers need some momentum.
Yeah.
Butch coming in hot, beautiful kick to the face on Gallows. Anderson now just getting hit in the face right now with brutal kicks from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne with a beautiful knee, driving that knee right into the elbow of Anderson. Now picking him up. And what are we going to get here? Nice shot to the throat to take him down.
Good.
Hitting the ropes.
I will admit, I like everything Dunne does because it's like, okay, he knows
with the save.
Manipulation. Why does he do that? Because later on, it's like, oh, your fingers are messed up, so now you can't do the wrist lock or the wrist lock the way you want. It's like everything Dunne does, it seems to people like he's crazy, but I'm like, they need to change his gimmick just a little bit to where like people think he's crazy, but really it's like he's so smart he comes off as crazy.
All right, man, I'm trying to call to action here. God damn it. Gallows, I don't even know what happened anymore because you talk so fucking much that 8 people left the stream.
Well, sounds like they're all a bunch of idiots.
It doesn't even matter anymore because look who's in the ring. We got the Street Profits in suits, in ties. And they're beating the hell out of everybody.
I still say Indus are future tag team champions.
I agree with that. That's a great statement. But so are the Street Profits again. If they're going to stay together looking like this right now.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I'm not a big fan of
Angelo Dawkins was last year the most improved superstar of the year. Montez. Beautiful. Standing side kick to the head of Rich Holland. Oh, Street Profits out here looking good right now. Pete Dunne trying to get some revenge. He's on the back of Dawkins, but he gets thrown off. Oof. Bouncing back catch, Billy suplex. I don't even know what to call that. That shit was great.
That was beautiful, whatever it was.
Street Profits look good right now.
They do, but I still feel like they need to turn them heel at some point.
I think it's happening. They're coming out. I mean, I see this is what I understand, Travis. Are you like blind or do you just not pay attention to what's happening?
No, I am. I thought that was Indus first.
Indus? This is not Indus. It's the Street Profits there. And they're here beating people up during a match, causing a disqualification. This is a
Okay.
classic
Yep.
heel act.
I saw the suits, and I guess I just thought Jinder Mahal on Indashir, but yeah, no, it's good. That whatever that tag team looking finisher was, where he pounced and then Montez.
Here comes Bobby Lashley. Here comes Bobby Lashley. Bobby
New Hurt
Lashley.
Business.
Lashley and Profits. New Hurt Business is going down. I like this.
Beautiful. I love it.
This is good. Fans going off for Bobby right now. Fans are going off for Bobby right now.
As they should. Love it. I want to see if Bobby can be like an MVP style where, like, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Bobby can beat the crap out of anyone. But the question that's in my mind is, can he help elevate these two young men to a higher spot?
Who are they showing right now? Who are they showing? Charlotte Flair, the GOAT, the greatest female wrestler in the history of humanity, is doing it well, showing you why she is the GOAT. She's in a yacht. She's drinking champagne that's probably more expensive than your mother's mortgage.
I'll agree with you. Of all the women's wrestlers, she is one of them.
She's the GOAT, dog. She is the female GOAT. She is the female GOAT. It's not even close. It's not even close. And you're just hating on her. I don't know why. It's just meant to be. It's the natural order of things. She's the daughter of Flair, and she's not even close. Not even close.
Much better.
Not even close.
I mean,
it's about what you've done.
Asuka doesn't have anywhere near the amount of botches that Charlotte Flair has. So
that's not even remotely true. Now you're talking hella shit. No, it's not.
It is true.
It's not.
It is.
I challenge you to go find a Flair botch that wasn't caused by her opponent.
Oh, I'll happily do it I'll do it later on tonight. I'll send it to you.
Go ahead. Go capture all those. You need to learn how to start making some content, man. We got to put your ass to work. If you're not working, we got to put you to work. You want to make money? I'm giving you the opportunity because the channel's on that slingshot status. If it ever happens where we get like 100,000 followers, there's going to be money to throw around. I'll make you a Travis t-shirt. You can get 100% of the profits. Or sell it.
Honestly, I'd rather just have a Wrestling with Savage shirt.
Okay. Well, you got to have a Travis shirt.
You think Charlotte comes out of this as the new champion?
I like it. I'm with it. I don't mind. I've seen crazier shit.
The only problem I have with that, well,
I don't see it happening because I think it is Asuka's time, and I think Charlotte's going to put her over. But it would be nice to see Charlotte be 15-time champion. I'd be okay with it.
Okay, let me ask you this question then. If Charlotte wins or Asuka retains, either way, who takes the pin? I personally think it should be Belair.
Bianca's taking that pin in that match 100%.
I think she needs to also because...
Or maybe it ends by count-out. Maybe Bianca and Charlotte start going at it outside late in the match and they do something to each other, knock each other out, and Asuka's still knocked out in the ring and ends up the winner because she's in the ring. If there's count-outs. I don't even know if there is.
This is just my personal opinion, mind you. But I am still a person who is of the belief that Bianca needs to be turned heel. Honestly, she should be allied with the Street Profits. I know that's going to sound weird, but maybe this time you finally put a female member in this new Hurt Business.
Why not?
Are you going to watch that? Do you think you're going to watch the new Ahsoka or probably not?
Yeah, maybe when I'm bored.
I would like it to be good. I don't have a whole lot of faith because new Star Wars is not.
I didn't like Andor too much. I watched Andor. It was okay. It was a slow build. I got through it. I finished it. Yeah, it was whatever, man. Boba Fett was awesome. All right. Mandalorian's the best show they have, period.
Season 3 was a little disappointing, but it was still good.
Yeah, but I still liked it. I didn't care. I love Grogu. Okay, right here.
The worst.
Just to prove to you. All right, you can talk about it, but I can walk it. You see what I'm saying, man? Like, I love this shit.
The worst.
See that?
The worst.
Acknowledge the Grogu. Travis,
I'll acknowledge Grogu. I like Grogu.
acknowledge him, bitch.
I think they're going to do something great with that character. I think it's going to be that he's going to be like a Jedi Mandalorian type thing. I think it's a good idea. But the only show that Disney did that was Star Wars that shows, the movies were incredibly disappointing. But the only show they did that really disappointed me was Obi-Wan.
I'm gonna ask you a question right now, and you have 10 seconds to get the correct answer. Are you ready, Travis?
Okay.
Travis, what is the greatest animal featured in a movie ever? And it doesn't have to be a real animal. Go.
I mean, the tauntaun things, the things on Hoth. I don't know. What's the answer?
You really want to know?
Sure.
He wants to know, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show him right here. The greatest animal ever featured in a movie that wasn't a real animal, but stole the hearts of everybody, is the little guy from Caddyshack.
Oh, I do love him.
This is the greatest animal in any movie ever.
Nobody worry about me.
It will never be replicated. That movie was too
No.
good. Too
Well,
good.
plus, like, I don't know that it could be.
Michael Cole, back from commercial. Michael Cole's still doing his thing. We got to give a shout out to Michael Cole. Wade Barrett been killing it on SmackDown because he still has his job, so he ain't going anywhere. I could see Michael Cole and Wade Barrett being a staple on SmackDown for years to come.
You know, okay, I'm going to ask you this because it's been questioned a couple times now about, him getting better and it being possible and all that. Do you think we see Wade Barrett have another match at some point?
Absolutely, no doubt. I just don't know if he's cleared. The wise man's here, though, Travis. Paul Heyman, one of the greatest human beings that's ever walked the face of the earth, and also one of the biggest scumbags, too, because he's done a lot of crazy things over his life, but everything he did was for a reason. He did what he had to do to get to where he needed to go, and he's here now. He's Paul Heyman. He's the greatest manager of all time. And
are you kidding me? The day Paul Heyman, the day Paul Heyman retires, not a week later, the exact day he retires instantly, Hall of Fame. Greatest manager in the history of this business.
One of the best promos of this business
is Paul Heyman.
My name is Paul Heyman, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I know people who aren't even wrestling fans who know that.
There's a reason why I don't buy dark blue suits.
Because you wouldn't be as good in them as Paul Heyman?
No, I don't buy dark blue suits because that's Heyman's business. I get every other color.
Well, and plus, let's just be honest here. You wouldn't be as good as in them as Paul Heyman, but nobody would because he's the greatest.
No. That's true. That's the problem. Once I put it on, I'll automatically look better than him, and I don't want to do that to him. Right now, I'll let him rock that suit.
Oh, you'll definitely look better.
He's the man, and if I was in the ring with him, I would let him humble me. I would take it.
Oh, absolutely. If anybody's gonna humble Savage, you heard it right here, guys.
Yeah, no, Paul Heyman would humble me, and I'd be okay with it. I would enjoy it. I would relish in it, and I think he would appreciate that, respect that, and in turn, probably get along with me in the. That's what this business is about, Travis. More than anything else, this business is about relationships, Travis. Your relationship with everybody in the business. That's what matters.
He says this is all the fault of Jey Uso.
Of course he's going to blame Jey Uso. That's his job, though. His job is to do everything for his tribal chief.
I mean, his job is to be accurate. This is all Jey Uso's fault. Jey got tired of being abused by Roman Reigns, which is not good because Roman pays their paycheck. If he wants to beat the crap out of you, let him. But yeah, no. I mean,
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do an instant feud between the Usos and KO and Sami Zayn. Like, where's their rematch after rematch after rematch trying to get their titles back?
Well, I mean, it's going to be hard now that Kevin is injured.
Yeah. I'm wondering what they were going to do with those titles now.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to vacate them, or it just take a while, or what? But
it depends how severe. Let's see. I heard Randy Orton is in town, and I heard Bobby Roode has become a producer now.
yeah, I heard that about Bobby Roode.
We're talking about the history of tribal battle, and we start off with High Chief Peter Maivia.
Although it says he's going to be a producer at
Tribal
SummerSlam.
Combat. That's a video game. Look at The Rock right there. Yokozuna. They got these guys. What are they making? A video game? Oh, wow. Wow. Look at the way they're making Usos' father look. Yo, they made Usos' father look crazy, bro. He looked like a Mortal Kombat character.
I would play this video game.
Shut up right now. I want to hear what the Bloodline has to say, goddammit. I want to hear what the Bloodline has to say, Travis. He's talking. Alpha. Wow. Sika. One rule, there will be a winner, Travis. All right, Travis, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just had to hear Usos' father talk.
No, I agree with you. I mean, one, yes, I should shut up when the Bloodline's talking. Two, so two things. One, I would easily what we just saw, I would play that video game. Two,
yo, that game looks sick.
Two, I was about to highlight that. I actually like that match, Richard. Savage and Heyman on a blue suit on a pole match. The only problem is we know Lesnar is going to get involved somehow in that. So who is Savage going to have to combat him? Maybe Jacob Fatu? Would you want to see that match, Savage? Would you want to see a Brock Lesnar versus Jacob Fatu match?
Sure. It'd be a great match.
I think it would be too.
That was a great package, though. SummerSlam's going to be hyped tomorrow night. People are going to be losing their minds.
That was a really good video package. I want that video game now, but...
And here come the Usos out to interrupt Paul Heyman, which props to Jay for trying to step out of that tag team realm and catapult himself into the solo single competitor. Heyman just looking irate right now.
Doesn't Heyman have just the best facial cues?
Absolutely.
I
Here
love
comes Jey Uso right now.
I loved when people would kick out of Brock Lesnar's when he would like powerbomb someone. And then
Travis, this is a big opportunity for Jey Uso right now to cut a great promo.
Yeah.
Let's see if he takes full advantage of it. Because an opportunity like this might not come again.
No.
If he doesn't kill it right now.
There have been people whose entire careers have been either made or broken because of a good promo.
I like how he's trying to get the crowd hyped up before he starts talking to try to bring them in and have them with him from the moment he picks up the mic to the end. That's something Stone Cold did very well. The Rock did at his prime babyface. The Rock did it better than anybody, maybe.
Jay and Jimmy's father was great at it.
Yes.
You can't tell me that when Too Cool was dancing that everybody in that arena wasn't dancing with him.
Let's see what Jay's going to have to say. We're getting a nice Uso chant going.
Yeah, well, that's never going to happen, RJB.
Could happen.
No, I'm never going to face anyone in exploding barbed wire.
Everybody has a price, Travis.
Hair versus hair, I would be willing to do, but barbed wire.
Everybody has a price, Travis.
I don't have a price to do a barbed wire death match.
I guarantee one day you will.
Oh, you know what? Okay, fine. You know what? You're right. I do have a price for it. The price is Tiffany Stratton, but that's not a price that's allowed to be paid because that's called prostitution and is illegal.
No, not at all. Not in Vegas or New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I love the way you just not in Vegas. That was a good one. I'll admit that. That made me smile.
Tomorrow, Tribal Combat is happening. So yeah. I'm gonna light him up on one of these sticks. I said I'm gonna light him up on one of these sticks. Hey, guess what? He's the head of the table. He's gonna be going through one. And here's what he forgot to mention, though. This passion you see right in front of you, I'm bringing all that tomorrow. The spirit of my ancestors, I'm bringing all that tomorrow. My family, bringing all that tomorrow. My culture. Tomorrow, I'm beating Roman Reigns to become the new tribal chief, the new undisputed WWE
You're not
Universal.
You're not, but
champion.
A man can dream.
Oosh. Jay sounded pretty confident. Who's coming out here now? Is that Solo?
RJD,
Solo Sikoa making his way to the ring, and this isn't going to be the main event. It's going down right now to open up the hour on SmackDown. Travis Jey Uso taking on Solo Sikoa, who I think did they name him one of the top 10 wrestlers under 30?
I believe so, yes.
I know MJF was number 1.
Yes, he was.
Wait, maybe it is the main event.
I would struggle RJD, but no, I probably still wouldn't. The reason I'm never willing to do a barbed wire exploding death match is I know someone who literally got tetanus and died from barbed wire, so I'm like,
All right, but the chances of that happening are like very rare. I don't want to be mean, but that person was probably weak sauce, bro. You know how some people, they're just weak sauce, they get nicked and then they die.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. I was at my butcher today. Good Greek butcher, by the way.
Okay.
Getting chicken. And he was telling me that just this week, somebody had a party, undercooked the chicken, 4 of the guests died. I'm like, yeah, you can't undercook.
Awesome. Jey Uso letting everybody know that Solo Sikoa only takes orders. Paul Heyman's like, stop, Travis, stop.
Hey, I'm interacting with the chat.
Solo? Chat? Solo's in the chat?
No. I don't think so. I think that now that they've separated the titles,
maybe
having
Richard
to unify it again would be stupid.
Jay's gonna kick him. Come on, I see it happening. Or he's gonna kick him. He's gonna run like a little BB, and then
The thing is
BB,
this.
if you don't know what that means, it's a little big bitch.
Yeah. The thing is this.
Oh, don't let go that I said he was gonna fucking kick him, and he kicked him. I said it. There it is. Kick to the face. Solo Sikoa is down and out of the ring. Super kick to the face. Paul Heyman looking on with disgust in his eyes.
I think there's a good chance Jay wins this match, but I don't. No way.
100% can agree with him winning this match, and he has 0% chance of winning tomorrow night at SummerSlam in the main event of the biggest party of the summer. Brought to you by the World Wrestling Federation. Nope. World Wrestling Entertainment. Doesn't sound. Nope. Brought to you by the WWE.
Yeah, but the Federation just sounds better, period.
It does. I got to talk to my man H. We got to get this F back, man. They had it, the big program many years ago. Get the F out. We got to do it again. Get the F in.
Yep.
Bring it back. You know how much people would pop if they came out and they said, the World Wrestling Federation, the proud leader in sports entertainment today.
The reason I don't see them doing that, RJB, the only reason I can say, would it be a swerve? Yes. The reason I don't see them doing that is, let's be honest here, they want Roman to break that 1,000-day streak of Hulk Hogan. If he loses this Saturday, tomorrow, if he loses, even if he gets it back the next week, that still restarts it, and it'll be like, but we wanted him to beat Hulk Hogan.
He ain't losing that shit.
That was really sad. Ray is an absolute legend in this business, and I'm sure that Santos did not want to beat his childhood idol by Ray being unable to compete.
Please welcome the United States champion, Austin Theory, backstage right now for an interview. He's competing in just a couple of moments, but next week, you're putting that title on the line against Santos Escobar. Let's see what Theory says. I love Theory.
Who is this?
Austin Theory, come on.
Interviewing him.
I don't even know. She asked that. She did a good job, though. It was good questioning.
I think that people watch SummerSlam, RJB, but I think they will switch over to see Nate Diaz beat the holy hell out of Jake Paul. I'm not even expecting a long match in that. I think Nate is going to knock his ass out in the first round.
Let's see his reaction from the crowd. He's still heelish. They've kind of like cooled him down, man. He doesn't have the same vibe he had a few months ago after winning.
Nope. He had a killer instinct then, and now it feels like...
But he looks tremendous, man. He looks like everything a world champion is. I don't care. He needs to go... When they finally pull the trigger on him, he's going to just take off and be the biggest heel.
They needed... Yeah, here's the thing. Austin Theory...
By the way, this is going to be a great match. Cameron Grimes and Austin Theory, and that's going to kill this shit, man.
Oh, man.
RJB, I'm doing good today, man. I don't know if they're going to pull a swerve on Roman. I don't think Roman has a shot in the world of losing at all.
Nope. None.
I think more people are going to watch Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz at the end of the day, but SummerSlam's going to kill it as always. That's a big fight in the fight world.
Like I said, I think that people will switch over for that, but I think for the most part, most people will
That Nate Diaz fight ain't coming on until midnight anyway. It's going to come on after SummerSlam. If anything, it's perfect. You watch SummerSlam and then you watch the main event of the UFC, which is what most people do.
So who are you picking? Speaking of the Pauls, who are you? Oh, sorry, never mind. I was going to say who are you picking to win, him versus Ricochet, and then I was like, oh, yeah, we both said Logan's winning that.
Yeah, I think Logan's winning that 100%. I mean, we talked about the SummerSlam Battle Royale. I think it would be nice if LA Knight wins it, but we'll see what they're going to do there.
There's only one of two people I want to see win it. I want to see it either be A, LA Knight, pull the trigger already, or B, have it be Cross and have it be the start where y'all turn him back into the monster he should have been all along. Like, in my opinion right now, I don't know that I would say like he should have beaten Roman or anything, but Cross should have been pushed to the moon. That's how it looked like he was going to be when he came back, and it was against Drew and all that. And then they were like, well, Drew doesn't want to lose 2 matches in a row, so we're going to have him beat you, and then we're going to take away any momentum you ever had.
Yeah, that's cool.
Of all the people WWE have misused, I would actually say Cross is the worst because he's been misused twice now.
Probably. Might as well get this in there while we had a commercial right now. 2023 schedule for Wrestling with Savage. We're keeping very busy. I mean, I have more stuff to add to this. This is just a little, kind of like a little teaser, a little thing that I made. I got to update this, Travis. Got to update this. SummerSlam live watch going down tomorrow night. I'll be here with Jay, Travis. We'll be calling the action and live reaction to all the action that SummerSlam from Detroit has to offer.
Yep.
The indie god, Matt Cardona, will be on Wrestling with Savage at some point this millennium. And if you don't believe me, here's proof right here. Here with Matt Cardona, who's going to be on Wrestling with Savage in August.
He has me. He writes letters to my parents as I just finished a match. He's trying to shove the podcast equipment in my face. Guys, I promise I am going to be on eventually. Next week, next month, next year. I promise. I will be on your show. But guys, this guy, he tries. Like, I was taking a shit before I heard knock, knock. He's trying to slide the microphone under. Guys, give me a break. I don't even have time to shit. When I have time to shit, when I have time to see my lovely wife, who, by the way, congrats on becoming the Raw Tag Team Champions. I guess WWE, Smackdown, Raw, NXT, she's the Tag Team Champions. I'm half of a half. When I have time to get on top of my wife, take a shit, not in any particular order, then I'll come to your show, okay?
Sounds like a plan here with Matt Cardona. You heard it. He promised on Wrestling with Savage. So yeah, that's coming soon. I look forward to that. That's going to be a good time. Black Dahlia is going to be at the Wrestling Universe August 19th, and then she'll also be at Wrestle Bash August 20th, along with Casey Navarro, who's the fastest rising star in the world of professional wrestling today. Yep. You can visit WrestlingWithSavage.com to get all the details on all our upcoming events, including Haku, who's also going to be at Wrestle Bash too. It's going to be a really good time. We have all three of them at the same time. You can get the Ultra Combo, send me a message, and set yourself up for success the day of Wrestle Bash. Savage will give you the best deal in the building, and that's the bottom line. And if this guy shows up, this is what's going to happen. Just going to catch that steel chair yet again. So, Tony, hopefully you stay away. Dark Side of the Ring premiering the Marty Jannetty episode this Tuesday. Make sure you're watching it.
You need to name the steel chair.
Yeah, I should, right? Yeah, I might. Party with Marty is coming. First episode's coming next Thursday. Look out for it. It's going to be coming live from Marty Jannetty's home, and it's going to be crazy.
It is going to be a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Then we have Jimmy Hart Legends Fan Fest right next to Marty Jannetty. It's going to be a weekend you will never forget. September 16th in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Make sure you come on down. Marty Jannetty's also going to be doing the Waffle Mania the morning of, alongside Mr. Rob Van Dam. And then Marty will be at 90s Con. And it's coming announced soon. We're going to have Marty Jannetty also in Chicago. I'll be talking more about that later in the week.
By the way,
Cri Text, yeah.
Who are you picking for this match?
What? I'll tell you as soon as I'm done doing my bullshit. Cri Text, go follow him. And go follow Battlefield Pro Wrestling and Premier Streaming Network. Cameron Grimes to the moon right now. What the hell are we seeing right now, Travis? Did he just take him to the moon?
Nice.
My God.
Oh.
I think Theory wins this match.
Huh?
I think Theory wins this match, no?
I don't know, man. He just hit him with the cave-in.
Cameron Grimes with a beautiful tope suicide outside after the stomp. He already took him to the moon and back. WWE Jey Uso wins Universal Championship. I'm sorry, E-Money. That's never going to happen. Cameron Grimes very aggressive right now, Travis.
Yeah, very. But I've been impressed with Cameron Grimes since I saw him back as Trevor Lee in Impact. I mean, this is a guy who I said one day will be a world champion.
Yeah. Theory taking a huge chop right there. Good God.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Theory,
some action, Travis.
Theory just looking dazed in this ring. Like he has no idea what he's doing. Cameron Grimes with kicks to the
these guys are killing it right now. This is a hell of a match. If you're not watching it live on SmackDown right now, live on Fox, definitely tune in, man. Austin Theory, Cameron Grimes killing it on a Friday Night Live.
Oh, yeah. There's that standing, like, twisting. I don't even know what to call that. It's like a standing, twisting.
It's like a twisting power slam
almost. Fly. It's a great move. Cameron Grimes is freakishly athletic.
Cameron Grimes tries to take him to the moon yet again. Austin Theory with a dodge. Now the shoulder block by Cameron Grimes as he avoids Austin Theory's grapple attempt. Austin Theory's now bounces off the rope, takes Cameron Grimes, goes flying off the top rope, slings off the rope. Austin Theory, A-Town down, and it is over. Cameron Grimes, there's no way he's kicking out of that. It is over, Travis.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes takes the clean loss to A-Town down. As
He
he
does.
should.
But he looked good in this match, though.
Oh, yeah, he did. Without question.
I mean, do I see Santos Escobar winning the title off of Theory? No. So, do I see Cameron Grimes being the guy who could take it off of Theory? Yes. As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes is another guy who kind of reminds me, oh, Santos with that Phantom driver. Did you see it?
Yeah, nasty.
I'm tired of it. Honestly, I'm tired of this LWO stuff, though. I liked him better when he was part of Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he's better as a heel.
I like them either way. They're good.
Now, you know who? Is this Asuka training? Yeah.
Are they showing Asuka training?
Yep. Asuka training, just beating the crap out of the bags. Like she's gonna beat the crap out of the most overrated woman of all time, Charlotte Flair.
It's a big possibility. Could happen. I like Asuka. Like I said, I think I could see her winning this match because I think it's her time right now, and I think Charlotte Flair's going to do the right thing and put over Asuka.
Yeah, I think she should. If they give it to... honestly, I'm going to be more upset if they give it to Charlotte than if Charlotte or Bianca eat the pin, because Asuka, honestly, her title reigns to me are things that it's like, this should be... Do you remember in NXT when she went undefeated for what was it, like a year and a half?
Yeah.
I know people who were like, oh, she's almost like a female Brock Lesnar. That's the way she always should have been presented. To me.
I can agree with that.
Like, she should have been presented as that person that, like, nobody was really and truly, like she used to say, nobody is ready for Asuka. She should have been presented that way. I still, to this day, say that Charlotte Flair beating her at WrestleMania was one of the worst decisions of that WrestleMania. Grayson Waller going to host the Grayson Waller Effect with special guest Bayley and Io Sky.
Oof.
What do you think of Waller, Savage? I mean, I know I'm a huge fan of him, but what are your thoughts?
Grayson Waller's phenomenal. He's a great performer, great entertainer. He knows what he's doing.
You think that match with Edge, do you think that was kind of like the Kurt Angle and John Cena thing where now he is a made star because of it?
In the eyes of some of the fans, I think so. And then I think some other fans are going to like resent him for it because he's like slingshotted past maybe some of their favorite guys. But it doesn't matter. Heat is heat. Whether it's big heat, little heat, medium heat, heat is heat. He's got it. He knows how to work it. He knows how to cook it. And as long as he doesn't get hurt in the foreseeable future, I think he's going to have a great run.
Yeah.
He's got a big personality, man. That's what I look for in wrestlers. I like
that was a really good podcast.
Which one?
The Cody Rhodes ones. They just showed the Cody Rhodes podcast. I was saying that was a special on Peacock. It was a good special.
Everything, a lot of the stuff they do lately is all phenomenal, man. They know what they're doing, man.
Mm-hmm. I know my cousin and his wife are not real huge wrestling fans, but they watched the Ric Flair one, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that was really interesting." And I was like, "Right."
Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey. That might even steal the show a little bit too, to be honest. I think people are
that
sleeping
match-
on that match.
I think people are sleeping on that match, and I think that because the two of them have such personal history, I think we're gonna see that in the way they present this match. Like, I think there's a really good chance that they kind of tap into that whole, they know each other so well type of thing in this story. So what do you think? What do you think? I personally think, and I can't believe I'm about to say these words, but I personally think that the show that the match that I see being the biggest chance of stealing the show and nobody sees coming is I think Logan Paul and Ricochet is going to surprise a lot of people.
I already agree with that. Like, that's not even hard to see happening. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no doubt about it. It's gonna be awesome.
So I know you. So did you ever go and see the Flash movie?
I've seen the Flash movie. Yes.
How was it?
Yeah, it could have been better. It was all right. I liked it because it was nostalgic and it had a lot of the old school Batmans and Supermans. It had Nicolas Cage as Superman. You had all the original Supermans in there, all the way going back to the '60s.
So
I some cool homages.
So I heard that there was a George Clooney cameo.
Yeah, he ends the show. He ends the movie as the Flash. He destroyed the universe so freaking bad with all his nonsense that when he goes back, instead of Ben Affleck, George Clooney is Batman.
Oh, what fresh, horrible hell is that?
Good times.
I don't know. I haven't been as disappointed as some people have been in the DC movies. Like, I know a lot of people who were like, well, with Black Adam being a terrible movie, I was like, actually, it was pretty good.
Oh, Kid Rock is opening the show of SummerSlam. I kind of had heard about that.
Hey, I'm a Kid Rock fan, so
I'm okay with Kid Rock. I got no problem with Kid Rock. I like me some Kid Rock.
Yeah, he's a really, really good artist. Did you hear about what that idiot Charlemagne the God said yesterday?
What did he say?
He said that he feels like rap is something black men created. So white men should never be in the conversation of great rappers. He said, take Eminem, white boy, terrible rapper. I'm like, Eminem is a better rapper than you could ever hope to be, man.
Oh, he's entitled to his opinion.
He is, but when you...
Grayson Waller in the ring is all I care about.
Yep. Grayson
the moment maker.
Waller. Yeah,
they obviously love him. There's no way he's getting this unless they see something in him tremendous.
Right. Same with like I said with the whole with the Damian Priest thing. Like, you don't give somebody that kind of entrance at Money in the Bank if you don't see him as a potential champion.
So he's in the Battle Royal. So I would have saved LA Knight and him. I think that's a great standoff.
Yeah.
Who's his guest tonight? He's got two.
I told you, it's Bailey and Io Sky.
Terrible. Okay. Terrible.
I like both Bailey and Io Sky, but yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would.
She's Mrs. Money in the Bank. All right. Let's see, though. I'm going to give him a chance. Are Damage Control relevant finally? Did this briefcase help them?
No.
I'll find out. All right, Travis, I'm going to get to my stuff.
Okay. So, outcome Bailey and Io Sky. they're talking about she's been spooked by Shotzi. I don't know if I would say spooked, but I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. He says, "Ding dong, hello." Bailey just more or less being taking all the talking from Io. Yeah, I'm not sure I like all this stuff they're doing with Shotzi. Oh, I like that.
All right, Bailey's hotter than every other diva in the WWE right now. What's going on, man? I got you. What's your question? Uh-oh, Shotzi now coming out with her tank. I'm scared. Bailey, go kick her ass. Go kick that tank. Are you really going to run from that tank? Bailey's shending Shotzi, as my Michael Cole just said. And there's Shotzi. She's actually in the ring. And she has the shaved head because of her sister. So, let's see. Shotzi should get a huge pop right now.
Wait, what about her sister?
Sister has cancer.
Oh. Well,
she shaved her head because her sister shaved her head too for the chemotherapy.
I support her for that then. I think that's the right thing to do. You support your family and your friends. With that being said,
Shotzi has a thing. She's gonna cut Bailey's hair.
With that being said, that shaved hair with that many tattoos is not a good look.
I'm sure it's temporary. But it does make her stand out, though. How do you feel about Tony running away to SummerSlam because he didn't want more of the Savage? He claimed he won tickets, but we all know the truth. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think Tony's delusional, man. Tony lives in his own universe. He lives in his own parallel reality. And that's
goes around boasting about it.
I was hoping I could knock some sense into him. I'm sure you saw it. If you didn't see it, I'll show it to you one more time. God damn it. Obviously, I didn't hit him hard enough, man. Next time, I'll make sure I swing even harder and we'll knock all those brain cells back in their place. And maybe he can start realizing that he's an old man who shouldn't be running his mouth.
Exactly. I mean, this is a man who claims he's 54. I don't really know if that's fair considering he looks like he's older than Ric Flair.
Damn. All right, how old does Ric Flair look? 96?
Out there, yeah.
Heel Season 2.
I can't wait. I'm excited for it. I mean, I won't be watching it day one because I
finished Twisted Metal yesterday.
You did or did not?
I finished it.
How was it?
I like it. It sets up a beautiful Season 2 where the tournament begins.
Oh, so they didn't even go into the whole tournament thing?
No.
Huh. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't think I've ever played a Twisted Metal, but at the same time, I'm like, I was curious to see how the show went down.
Twisted Metal 1 was incredible for the PlayStation. My favorite was Twisted Metal Black for the PlayStation 2.
I'm sure it was a great game. My parents were very, I hate to say protective, but they were. So, like, I didn't even get to play my first M game, I think, until I was, like, in my late teens.
Well, Samoa Joe had a brilliant performance. He didn't have any lines, but his body language was awesome. Did you hear about what happened in Union Square in New York today, where some Twitch streamer was giving away free PlayStations?
No.
And then chaos broke out. There was like thousands of people there trying to get free PlayStations. And like they just shut the whole fucking... They shut down 14th Street.
Well, that sounds about right. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody wants a PlayStation.
Whoever the fuck that is. I don't even know who that is, but apparently all these little noobs know who he is.
I have no idea who that is, and I'm a gamer.
Let me see if I can show you some footage of what happened earlier. Sure, it's all over the internet. Look at this nonsense. He's lucky they didn't kill his stupid ass.
Insane. Well, and I mean, if nothing else, he's going to be, I mean, there's no question he'll be charged with creating, I don't want to say public riot, but
yeah, but I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll go to jail. He'll probably just pay a bunch of fines.
Oh yeah, no, he won't go to jail. But that, I mean, I don't know, man. That looks like pure chaos.
Dude, it was absolute chaos, man. I felt bad for anybody that was working down there. Imagine you're just trying to go home.
We're getting what is this?
I think huge fine he'll get for that nonsense, but stupidity, you know. You should have called the police before, so you can do that in a safe manner. When you do it like that, you put people's lives at risk, man. You can incite a riot real quick.
Oh yeah. Well,
so
the really
Zelina Vega versus Io Sky going down live on Fox Live.
You know, the sad part might also have been maybe he was worried that if he got the cops involved, it would be even worse, considering how much everybody hates them right now. Which, of course, is bullshit. Cops are just doing their jobs.
It doesn't matter. You still have to attempt to secure the people's safety.
Right.
You're inviting all these people to come, and you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't have anybody there to help you, and your safety too. I mean,
yeah.
I think they're gonna tease the shit out of it. Maybe they pull the trigger on Damian Priest. Maybe, you never know.
I think the only reason I can see that not happening with the Damian Priest thing.
All right, let me ask you this question. Let's say Damian Priest, end of the night, Roman Reigns beats Jay after a crazy battle. Damian comes out, cashes in on Roman, takes the titles off him. What does that do for Damian Priest? Does that immediately make him like a bona fide god?
Yeah. That's not what's going to happen, but yeah, it would. If Damian cashes in, period, it will be on Finn Balor after he wins the title. That's the only possible way I see that working. That's what I'm saying, is I think that's the only possible outcome where I see him cashing in, is Finn wins and then Damian cashes in. But I still think that they should take longer to build that up.
Scott hitting the backbreaker on Zelina Vega right now. What is she going for? She's calling for something. Oh, double knee attack in the corner. Stiff.
Very stiff.
What if Finn wins and then Damian cashes in? Oh, Shotzi's still beating the hell out of Bailey at the entrance, and she's about to cut her hair. She's trying. Yeah, that could happen too. You're right. Yeah, Damian could cash in on Seth after the match, beat him, and he has to be jealous. Like, I couldn't get the job done, and then he just comes and cashes in.
It could. The only thing is, I feel like as much as Finn is getting cheered and respected and all that,
Zelina Vega with a big power bomb off the top rope, now going for the Pop Rocks or Code Red, and hits it. She beats Io Sky 1, 2, 3.
Well, I mean, yeah, distraction, but yeah,
big win for Zelina Vega, says Michael Cole. Could happen, man. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins are going to have a hell of a match tomorrow. I'm hoping we have a definitive clean winner, whoever it is. Just get over this already.
It needs to be Finn.
Main event coming up soon.
Yep.
We're about to hear from Bianca Belair, who someone said in the chat earlier she's going to be joining the new Hurt Business. So maybe she's going to win tomorrow night with the help of the Hurt Business.
Nah, well, possible, I guess.
Marty Jannetty was giving Bianca big praise. He really loves her. He's a fan of her.
Oh, I'm sure he does love her.
He loves everybody. Marty Jannetty's a man of much love. Asuka, though, if they're going to let her be champion, they need to let her, loose, man. They need to let her loose, man.
Asuka?
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to pull off the leash on her, man.
As somebody who actually really enjoyed her whole Kana character in Japan, they need to let her just be that sadistic, evil, just I mess people up because I can character.
I agree.
What time does SummerSlam start tomorrow?
I think it's at 8 o'clock. Nighttime.
So
I'm kind of glad it's not during the day. It gives me a chance to do my thing. Sunday, I'm going to be busy with the Hardy Boys.
My condolences.
Hey, man, they're fucking legends. Don't disrespect the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
What do you mean, nah? They're legends. Are you, sick in the head?
I mean, they're legends. Yes, I'll agree with you. I don't know that they're. You know what? You're right. They are legends.
How can you say they're not legends?
I'm not saying they're not legends. I'm literally agreeing with you. Yes, They are legends.
There it comes.
Like I said earlier, if you take away their outside the ring and all that with Logan Paul, I'm going to say the same thing for the Hardys. You're right. They are legends. I just have to remember to leave all that other crap in the rear window.
Bro, they had some of the best matches in WrestleMania history.
Yeah. I
wonder who the other 10 guys are in the Battle Royal.
Who knows? Probably just random people.
Do you think we see a surprise maybe in the Battle Royal?
I would love to see an absolute surprise and it be that that Bronson Reed is in and he wins, but
I like that. So why does Roman get to come to the ring with Solo and Paul Heyman, but Jay's coming to the ring by himself? Where's his brother?
Jimmy is injured.
Oh, God.
I don't know if he's actually injured or he's storyline injured.
What was the story injury? Solo injured him?
Yeah.
Makes sense. He's not injured. He'll come back. He'll be there at SummerSlam. So it's main event time. They're going to give these boys a good 20 minutes to do their thing on TV.
As they should.
Although it'll probably take 5 minutes to get through the entrances. Sure, the commercial's coming any moment now. Yeah, there it is. Progressive, guys. Everybody, make sure you have home, auto, and motorcycle insurance with Progressive. And coming up next, Sami Zayn.
You know what's sad? One of my best friends in real life, he is an insurance adjuster, and even he'll be like, he's like, if the law didn't require people to have it, I would tell them don't.
Yeah, it's probably the whole concept's actually bullshit, but whatever, it's okay. We'll get into that later.
It's a scam.
Back to my little spam over here. Make sure you go sign up to Premier Streaming Network so you can have access to thousands of hours in wrestling content from around the world and private collections of MJF, Kevin Owens, and many other stars, even Jon Moxley. You can go watch him bleed like 1,000 times. It's all there. It's all there. Savage is part of the Battlefield and was doing my thing at the Battlefield. Got to do an interview with the new Battlefield Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions of the World's Primetime Heat. It was a really good time. I had a lot of fun. I'll never forget it. And
hard work paid off.
Congratulations to Primetime Heat. Congratulations to Matt Cardona for another insane match with KC Navarro. Although he lost for a second time to Navarro, he did his everything to really try and get the win over there. This is him getting ready for the match. He even put Navarro through a table, and that was a nasty bump. He threw him off the ring apron, and Navarro went flying and crashing through that table. Just a really good time at the Battlefield, man. You should come on down. If not, watch us on Premier Streaming Network.
Speaking of, I wanted to ask Richard before I forget. You said they never should allow that to happen. Allowed what to happen? Like, what are you talking about, man?
When did I say that?
No, Richard says it. He's like, they should never have allowed that to happen. I'm like, I'm not sure what he's saying. They should never let happen.
What are you talking about? What happened? What happened, and should we fix it?
Oh, well, I mean, good luck with that. Take our nation. There ain't no fixing this. We're too far gone.
Roman Reigns destroys Jey Uso. Finn Balor loses to Seth freaking Rollins. Cody Rhodes defeats Brock Lesnar. Charlotte Flair is your 15-time world champion.
Are these your picks?
Gunther retains against Drew McIntyre in a hellacious battle. Logan Paul overcomes all the odds and destroys Ricochet live at SummerSlam. Ronda Rousey loses to Shayna Baszler. Yeah, these are my picks here.
Yeah. So,
go ahead. What are your picks? Go.
Baszler. Paul. Gunther. I would like to say Asuka, but if they pull the Bianca being part of this new Hurt business, I'm fine with that. Cody. Finn. Roman, no question. Like, I think of all of the matches, the Roman Reigns and Jey Uso is the one that's got the most foregone conclusion.
That's Hulk Hogan's theme from the original Nintendo. Next year, Edge, 25-year celebration on SmackDown, 2 weeks away. Not next week, 2 weeks away. But next week, here live on SmackDown, we are going to have AJ Styles taking on Karrion Kross.
Again?
Interesting. Okay. Yes, again. Let's get to the main event right now. Main event, Jay taking on his brother, Solo Sikoa. Next week, Austin Theory, United States Championship on the line against Santos Escobar. Solo Sikoa about to come out. And like I said, actually more than 5 minutes of entrances. By the time Solo gets in the ring, these gentlemen will have about 14, 15 minutes tops.
No, Richard, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We're men. Men don't wear bras and panties. Well, at least not real men.
See, that kind of comic could get you canceled almost anywhere in the world.
I don't give a shit.
I know. That's the problem, Travis. Travis versus Tom in a bra and panties match. But why wouldn't you do that match? You would do it.
You're the one who told me there are, what, 4 billion people in this world who you shouldn't give the shit of what their opinion is? If you get canceled for speaking the truth, all that proves is that you got canceled for speaking the truth.
That's great, but you'll still be canceled, and yeah, it's better off to just not get canceled. Just eat the blue pill and shut the fuck up. The red pill is no bueno. No bueno. You get in trouble when you eat the red pill.
Hey, I just said that. Just that. Don't make me go full Dave Chappelle in here. I will.
Listen, you know what? Now because you said that, you are going to have a bra and panties match one day with Tom.
Hell no.
Oh, it's happening. I'll drug you. You'll wake up duct taped with a bra and panty on in a room, and Tom will too. And only one of you is just walking out of there.
Well, the problem here with that theory, Savage, is you're assuming that's going to happen instead of me and Tom teaming up and beating the holy hell out of you.
That's never going to happen. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. Listen, I'm the one with the money and the power. When I tell Triple H about this idea, I'm going to tell him this could be a WrestleMania opening match. All right? You guys in a dungeon, bras and panties.
And he's going to look at you and go, what the fuck kind of woke shit are you trying to push?
No, because by then you'll be an icon in the world of wrestling. So total what, Tom?
Anyways,
WrestleMania 2042. It's coming.
So are we in agreement here that Jay is probably winning this match?
I agree. Jay needs to win this match so this way he can go into SummerSlam looking like a viable competitor for his opponent, Roman Reigns.
Do you think Roman ambushes Jay after the match or during the middle of it?
I don't think Roman's there. But maybe. Or maybe his brother comes back.
I like that they're making Solo look like this absolute monster, which they should because
he is an absolute monster.
Oh yeah, look at the dude. I mean, I wouldn't want to meet him in a. I always hear people say you wouldn't want to run into him in a dark alley. I wouldn't want to run into him in a clearly lit alley.
Oh, he's a monster. He looks like he ate Taz for lunch.
Man, I just think I still look back and I'm like, it makes me so sad. I know that he did it as a tribute to his, I guess, uncle or maybe cousin. I don't remember how they're related to doing the Samoan Spike thing as reference to Umaga. Man, it makes me sad that we lost Umaga when we did. Can you imagine all the great matches we could have had?
100%. Solo Sikoa going straight to the table. Jay now about to take a ride. Jay with a counter. Jay pushes Solo into the table. Nice stiff super kick. Lays out Solo. Now Jay back in the ring. Through the ropes. Nice suicida. Takes out Solo. Both men down ringside. And of course, we're going back to commercial. Can Jay keep up the momentum? It looks like he's going back to the ring as we're going in full commercial right now. I guess we have to wait and see what's happening. Do you like this new cell phone, the Samsung Flippity Dippity?
No.
It reminds me of AEW.
No, absolutely not.
No? So StarCast is going to be absolutely wild, Travis. They just announced Sting. House of is going to be there. My God. AR Fox just got announced. Aubrey Edwards. All of AEW is basically going to be there because Sunday night, Chicago, you have the pay-per-view at night.
Hey, I'm all for it. I think that's a great thing. I mean, you should enjoy having those guests there, and as long
I might have to go to that pay-per-view now and then go home after the pay-per-view.
As long as Sting doesn't go through any more tables.
Well, here's the great news, though, Travis, that I didn't get to tell you. Do you know who else is going to be at StarCast on Friday, September 1st?
Marty Jannetty.
Well, yes, but besides him.
You.
Tony Khan.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to do my best to get a talk with Tony Khan. introduce him to Marty Jannetty, let him know what's going on with the podcast, let him know what's going on with the battlefield, so he keeps track of what's going on with me. Because I'm going to tell him, I want you to pay attention to me over the next year, Tony Khan. And then in a year, if it is, after you see more of my work, if I'm not the best one-on-one interview man you ever seen in your life, then forget about me. But if I am, call me and let's make some money, Tony.
Yeah. Do it. Oh, the PlayStation thing. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he will invite me and Marty to the pay-per-view. And then we're going to have to change Marty's flight so he can leave late.
There's a good chance that's going to happen anyways with Marty.
Yeah, I probably will. I think if we take Marty to AEW, I'm pretty sure we're going backstage. Like no questions asked.
Yeah, no question. The man's a legend.
There's no fucking way that Jericho sees Marty Jannetty and doesn't immediately bring him to the back and say, yo.
Oh, yeah.
But again, that's all up to Marty. We gotta talk. We gotta show. We gotta have fun that day. The first and most important part of that whole weekend is Marty Jannetty meeting all the fans that are gonna come out to see him.
Yeah, but imagine if y'all are at the AEW thing. Imagine how many more fans will be there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this thing and see Marty as well."
Just know there's probably gonna be an episode of Party with Marty coming to you live from Hamburg, featuring Rob Van Dam and Marty Jannetty.
Man, those two, I'm sure those two get along great.
Well, I'm going to have them at Waffle Mania for 2 hours. The Party with Marty will be probably going live at 9 a.m, boys.
Probably. It'll start at 9 a.m. and it'll end at 9 at night, knowing those two.
Nah, it probably won't even end, man. Might extend over into the next weekend. So Solo right now doing a great job of keeping Jay at bay, trying to crush that shoulder. Cole's saying it clear, though. He says Solo's not out here to win this match, Travis. And Michael Cole, as rare as he does, he's making a great point. Solo doesn't have anything to win or lose by this match. His main goal is to soften up Jay to make Roman's life a little easier tomorrow night at SummerSlam.
You know, something crazy, like nobody likes this opinion, and that's okay. Not everybody has to like my opinions. Look at Gianna. They don't like my opinions, even though I'm smarter than them like 5 times over. Anyways, I still say what I did years ago, which is, as weird as this is going to sound, I almost think that they should build this up more, keep this going, have it eventually be Solo be the one that takes that title off of Roman.
I'm sure that's in the cards, but how much of a chance does that have to happen? I don't know. I think there's a lot of plans in play, and I think Solo has a bright future without that happening. So I think there's other people that will benefit from that more than Solo would.
Yeah. I'm more thinking from a storyline standpoint, like build it up as like he thinks he's this enforcer, you know, killing whoever he wants for whoever Roman sends him on. And it's like, oh, I was just getting way close enough to put the dagger in you, Caesar.
Could happen. It could happen. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night at SummerSlam, but we will be here. Wrestling with Savage will be live, calling the action. So if you can't watch SummerSlam, don't worry. We got you covered here. We appreciate everybody in the Savage Kingdom. I would think more people would watch my show and like my show because of the fact that I don't sit here like some other bald people that have a show and they shove PayPal QR codes down your throat. Oh, donate here, like this, click this, share this,
you know
blah,
what?
blah, blah. No,
you know what,
no.
Savage?
No, you shut up, Travis. People come to this show and we talk about wrestling. God damn it.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I've said it for a couple of years now. When I'm on a site and they tell me, well, you know, like and subscribe to support our channel, I'm like, you know what? You earn my like.
I get some likes. I get some shares. And I don't ask for any of them.
Right. I mean, don't tell me, oh, like and subscribe. Earn it. That's what you did. You didn't go, oh, please like and subscribe my channel. I was like, no, he was professional and he earned it.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to keep trying to do that. Eventually, if they start paying me to say it, maybe. And I'll tell you, I'm being paid to say this bullshit. If you want, like, share, subscribe. I don't give a shit. Unsubscribe if you don't like me. Either way, I'm still going to be here doing my damn thing.
Exactly.
Jay taking a whooping from Solo Sikoa, and this is a good sign. And now Jay with a comeback stutter off the rope, going to the top rope. What are we going to see here? Drop kick, perhaps, crossbody. It is a crossbody classic Uso tactic, taking him down, going for the cover. Ref only gets a 2 count. I'll be here doing the damn thing. Wrestling with Savage ain't going anywhere. We're getting bigger. We're getting stronger. Savage Kingdom Promotions is growing, just like the Bloodline's getting bigger every day.
Ooh, love that name.
Coming for that money.
Love that name. Savage Kingdom's Promotion. It just sounds like a great heel stable.
It's great. Solo Sikoa with a flying heel kick just destroys Jay, drops him in the middle of the ring.
I just got to that point. That was beautiful.
Beautiful rock bottom now. I call it the super rock bottom. Now he's pointing for that Samoan spike. But this is all, I think Jay's about to turn it around.
Yeah.
It has to be Jay's night.
It has to be. The only way it's not Jay's night is if they have Roman interfere, and I just don't see how that works for the storyline.
Jay dodges the Samoan spike into a super kick, sends Solo. Solo comes back with his own super kick. Jay with a spear out of nowhere. Going to the top rope. It looks like we're going to get that frog splash, that bloodline splash off the top rope. Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. And Solo is not getting up from his brother's splash. Big win. Big win for Jey Uso.
But let's be honest here.
Into the biggest match of his life.
Yeah, and let's be honest here. Both of them come out of this match looking really good.
Absolutely.
I mean, to put down Solo, just tell the story. It took a spear there. Well, before that was a super kick. Super kick, spear, and a splash.
And it's his older brother.
Huh?
And it's his older brother. And now Solo's going to get up and beat the shit out of him. So Solo's still going to go off looking like that bad guy monster. Like, you might have beat me, but I'm walking out of here. You're not.
Oh, yeah. You know, one of the most, profound moments in history.
I think his brother comes back now. But no, brother. Jay gets up, gets a super kick on Solo, picks up the steel chair, and catches his brother with a beautiful 3 beautiful chair shots. Oof, Solo taking it. Sends him into the timekeeper's area as Jay is good. It looks like he is going to walk out of here. But wait, Solo getting back up. And Jay sees this. And one more huge chair shot for good measure. And now Jay on the top of the announce table. Putting up the ones, I'm sure. I got to say that last chair shot was very Usi, Travis.
It was.
This was an Usi episode of SmackDown. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Good flow.
Yeah, I did too.
And you saved the tribal chief. He's the main event. He's definitely the main event.
Yeah, and you know, and Cole just right now is doing a great job of hyping this up. And he's like, the biggest match of his life. Can he take it from Roman? We all know he ain't taking it from Roman.
Isn't there Rampage now?
Yeah, but do we really even want to talk? Do we have to talk about that?
I don't know. Nah, we can end this shit. This was a good show.
Actually, you know what I wonder? I didn't even hear. Are they having Collision tomorrow?
Yeah, they are.
It's going up against SummerSlam. That's not
going up against SummerSlam. Yeah, it's going to be bad. But who cares? That's not my problem, is it? My problem is...
Oh, yeah, you're not the one who booked it.
Tomorrow night, SummerSlam, we will be here. We'll be back here live. Make sure you join us if you want to hear live play-by-play commentary. Everybody, have a good night. We'll see you here tomorrow. Travis, thank you for joining me tonight. Have a good night. Get some rest and be ready to call all the action tomorrow night live from Detroit, Michigan. It's SummerSlam. And Tony, don't ever forget. He could come to my territory. Tony. so damn tantalizing. Play the clip, producer.
Once again, guys, check out Ken Hoover, Case Promotions. He's got the Nation of Domination coming and Legend Hammer Fan.
Oh, shut the hell up, Tony! I told you I'm sick of it. Stay down if you know what's good for you. That's wrestling.
Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage.